Representative Jim Cooper today spoke outside of a Nashville post office calling for accountability from Postmaster General Louis Dejoy. A hearing is scheduled to take place tomorrow in Washington, D.C. News 4's Carice Jackman spoke with Congressman Cooper today about tomorrow's hearing and what he wants to hear. So, Carice, we also know you've reached out to the U.S. Postal Service.
We absolutely did, and they referred a statement to us that the Postmaster General issued earlier this week where he basically said, look, you have nothing to worry about. Mail-in voting will be secure, and they are equipped to handle it. But Representative Jim Cooper says that he does not believe that because the Postmaster General and President Trump are big allies.
I want to make perfectly clear, I am not faulting anybody in Tennessee who works in these post offices. They are doing an awesome job. But I am faulting their top management in Washington, D.C., specifically Postmaster General Louis Dejoy.
Congressman Jim Cooper speaking candidly outside of the post office in East Nashville about why he feels the nation's Postmaster General, Louis Dejoy, needs to step aside.
Nothing would make me happier because we need a non-political appointee, a logistics professional who doesn't have conflicts of interest.
Representative Cooper tells News 4 the U.S. Senate will meet tomorrow and the U.S. House on Monday to discuss the recent controversy surrounding the post office. The Washington Post reported that 46 states, including Tennessee, received a letter from the Post Office General Counsel telling state officials election laws in their states don't allow enough time for people to request, fill out, and send in mail-in ballots.
The Washington Post had a study that said Nashville, Tennessee, and Memphis post offices are in the second worst category in terms of delayed mail. Some 300,000 pieces of mail per hour not being delivered.
Congressman Cooper worries not just for the election, but for the Tennesseans who rely on the post office for essential needs, like medication and checks. News 4 reached out to the U.S. Postal Service for comment. In a lengthy statement issued this week, the Postmaster General Dejoy wrote, quote, "The post office is ready to handle whatever volume of election mail it receives this fall, even with the challenges of keeping our employees and customers safe and healthy as they operate amid a pandemic. We will deliver the nation's election mail on time and within our well-established service standards." President Trump also blasted Democrats, saying they're playing political games to distract from the Republican National Convention and feels they're putting off essential COVID-19 and Postal Service funding with this hearing.
The Democrats want to make it a political issue. It's not a political issue. It's really about a correct vote.
So is this a ploy by Democrats to just stop funding here?
It is our constitutional duty to defend what's in the Constitution, which includes the post office. The post office is one of the few federal agencies that's actually singled out in the Constitution. As I say, if Congress can't defend this, what can we defend?
And Representative Jim Cooper added that all he wants to come out of this hearing is transparency and fairness so that people can vote and vote correctly and fairly in this upcoming election. And he once again thanked all the postal workers across the country for what they're doing during this pandemic. Carol?
Carice, thank you.